All right, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today we're diving into Anime Vanguards. In this video, I'm going to showcase and break down exactly how you can get the secret Hakari unit, and whether he's actually the best unit in Update 0.5. But before we jump into it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel so we can hit that 50 or 100 subscriber milestone. All right, let's get right into the video. First up, let me explain how you can pull this new Hakari unit. You got to head over to the raid, go right here, and clear all these stages. Once you reach Act 4, that's where you can drop Hakari. His drop rate is only 0.5%, which is pretty cool, but honestly, it's a grind. You definitely need a strong team, or you can just queue up with randoms and carry the win. To be real with you, I've cleared it 6 times now, and my pity is at 30, so it's going to take some time, unless I get crazy lucky. I'm going to keep grinding until I pull him, and I'll be right back once he drops. Peace. All right, so I've been grinding for literally 8 hours straight, and the worst part is, I haven't even slept yet. But finally, after all that endless grinding, we got him. And honestly, this is just a small update, but it still took me 8 hours. That's nothing compared to Universal Tower Defense though, because UTD drops like 25 units per update and takes way longer. But anyway, let's keep moving. Now that we finally got him, let's go evolve him. First, I'm going to give him some stat rerolls. All right, now that that's done, I need to evolve him. But I'm missing a few materials. We can actually grab them from right here. Let me go farm them real quick and I'll be right back. Got them all. Now we just need his card, which you can buy from the raid shop right here for 500. Perfect. Bought it. Now let's finally evolve him after all this hard work. Nice, we officially evolved him. Honestly, his base damage seems pretty average for now. Next up, I'm going to evolve his memoir, and then we'll give it some stat rerolls and trait rerolls. I'm going to speed up the video now so you guys can watch the trait reroll opening. All right, I'm back after getting the trait reroll for the memoir. Now I'm going to give the unit itself some trait rerolls to shoot for Monarch. Let's openings. Oh my god, no way. My luck is insane, I got it so early. Thank you, Anime Vanguards. Let's go ahead and upgrade him. Finally, after 8 hours of pure grinding, the grind paid off. Let's go test him out. Honestly, he looks absolutely sick. We are officially in the sandbox right now, so let's start upgrading him. For the first upgrade, he does 72,000 damage with a 4.8 second SPA, which is honestly really good. His first attack is a teleport. Let's do the second upgrade. His next skill is called Subway Smash. Now he's dealing 520,000 damage every 5.6 seconds. That's actually crazy, and the attack animation looks clean. He literally throws a slot machine, I think. Anyway, let's move on to the next skill, Shipping Smash. Now he's hitting for 1.89 million every 6.3 seconds. That is huge. Now he does an explosion combined with a teleport, which looks amazing. And now let's look at his final skill, Axe Kick. Bro, his damage is legendary. 3 million, and it just keeps scaling up. Hitting 3 million every 3.2 seconds? That number is insane. Honestly, he's the best single target DPS in the game right now. Now let's take a look at his passive. He has really cool passives in my opinion. It may seem long, but it kind of looks long because of this, but it's simple. Every time this unit attacks, it will draw a single card with a number from 1 to 14, and with a suit that can be either Monarch, Ethereal Deadeye, or Solar. After drawing 5 cards, this unit will gain bonuses based on the hands drawn. So after 5 cards, this unit will basically evaluate the 5 cards that it has, and depending on those 5 cards, it will basically gain a bonus. Now, different hands also can stack, which will make this unit gain even more damage buffs and other buffs as well. So the hand bonuses are 3 even, 3 odd, 2 suited, 3 suited, full stack even, and full stack odd, sequential even and odd, and high roll even and odd. Now 3 even is when you have at least 3 even numbered cards in your 5-card tally. So for example, you have a card with number 1, a card with number 5, a card with number 9. Those are 3 evens, so you can get this bonus right here, which is buff damage by 20% for 30 seconds and stun all enemies in range for 2 seconds. The 3 odd is the opposite when you have 3 odd numbered cards in your 5-card tally. So for example, 2, 4, and 6 is 3 odds, and when you do that, you can get a 20% damage buff for 30 seconds, and also it will slow all enemies in range for 50% for 10 seconds. The 2 suited bonus is when you have at least 2 cards with the same suit. For example, you have 2 cards that both have the ethereal suit right here. In that case, your damage will be buffed by 40% for 30 seconds, and also all passion units in range will be buffed by 30% crit for 30 seconds. The 3 suited is the same thing, just 3 of the same suit instead of 2. When you have 3 of the same suit in your 5-card tally, it will buff your damage by 50% for 30 seconds, and buff all passion units in range by 30% crit damage for 30 seconds as well. Now, full stack even is when you have 3 even cards and 2 odd cards. So for example, you have 2, 4, and 6 numbered cards, and then you have, like, for example, 3 and 7 numbered cards. When you have this 5-card tally, you will get a 50% damage buff and a 30% range buff for 30 seconds. A full stack odd is the opposite. 3 odd cards and 2 even cards. When you have those, your damage will be buffed by 50%, and your crit rate will also be buffed by 30% for 30 seconds. Sequential even is when all your cards are even. So basically, all your 5 cards will need to be even. So when you have 5 even cards in your 5-card tally, you will get a crit rate buff by 100% for 30 seconds. If you have 5 odd cards in your 5-card tally, you will get a 100% damage buff for 30 seconds. A high roll even, which is the hardest combination to get. A high roll even can only obtain if you get 5 even cards of the same suit in your 5-card tally. What does that mean? It means you need, for example, a 2, a 4, a 6, an 8, and a 10, with all of them being of the ethereal suit. So they need all to be of ethereal suit, and they need to be in order, and they need to be all even. So they have to be in order, all even, and of the same suit. Once that happens, you will get a permanent increase of crit damage by 100% for the rest of the match. The high roll odd is the same thing, but with odd numbers instead of even numbers, and it will give you a permanent increase of crit rate by 100% for the rest of the match. Also, I forgot to mention this, but for sequential even and sequential odd, they also need to be in order. So you need 5 even cards, they need also to be in order. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. If you have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 14, you will not get a sequential even buff because they are not in order. So sequential even, sequential odd. 5 even cards, 5 odd cards, and they need to be in order. High roll even is 5 even cards in order, and also of the same suit. High roll odd is 5 odd cards in order, and also of the same suit. So this is the hand bonuses. The second passive is the Immortal Gambler, which also shows another feature of the unit. Every card this unit draws, they gain 1 stock of gamble. As you guys can see, every time the unit gains a stock, it will gain a stock of gamble. When 52 stocks are reached, this unit will draw 5 cards every attack instead of 1 singular card, and each attack will make it lose gamble stacks down to 0, and when it reaches 0, it will reset. Now this is very OP. We will reach the 56 or 52 soon, but look at the damage of this unit. Look at the damage this unit has with 3.1 SPA. This unit is actually a freaking DPS monster, and we haven't even checked the full kit. It's absolutely insane. And we are about to hit 52 gamble stocks, which means you will see that we will be getting 5 cards each attack, which will increase the buff so much, so quickly. Look at this, 11 million right now, 12 million. As you guys can see, when you have the gamble stocks at 52, this unit will gain insane amount of damage. Look at this, absolutely OP. We are about to hit 20 million soon. This is without any buffs as well, external buffs. Absolutely insane unit. This unit is so cool. And if you haven't noticed yet, this is without considering the crit damage, which is about to hit 2 times damage. So you're going to be getting 2 times of this damage because of the crit and the 100% crit as well. Now this isn't everything, because also if the player were to lose actually, let's leave this later. Let's go to luck of the draw. Anytime this unit gets a sequential or better, so basically sequential and high roll, it will upgrade itself by 1. So technically you can basically max out this unit for free, but you need to be very lucky, obviously. For every stock of gamble, this unit will gain a crit damage buff, so it will gain a 1% crit damage buff each attack, basically. And if this unit gets a high roll, it will immediately hit a jackpot. So if it hits high roll even and high roll odd, it will immediately hit the jackpot. While jackpot is active, this unit has overkill. Now this isn't the only way to obtain or to get jackpot. You can also get jackpot with the death gamble ability. This death gamble ability will activate a domain expansion, giving you a chance for a jackpot. Now how this works is there's basically a sequence of events that happen, and there's a jackpot chance that will be boosted depending on the sequences of events. What you need to know, there's a lot of complicated stuff about this ability, but what you need to know mainly is this ability kind of has a pity. So if you don't hit the jackpot on the first time you use it, the second time will have a higher chance. And then if you don't hit the ability on the second chance, the third chance has even higher of a chance. And it could even be guaranteed. So there is a point where this ability or using this ability will be a guaranteed hit. So yes, it will be a chance for a jackpot initially, but then the chances will get higher and higher until it becomes a guaranteed hit. If a jackpot is hit, this unit will gain max gamble stocks for 41 seconds, and they cannot be reduced. So for 41 seconds, This unit will have max gamble stocks and they will not be reduced, so they will stay at 52 for 41 seconds, meaning this unit will reach insane DPS amounts. And also the unit will become immune to all status effects and status debuffs for the duration. So let's try our luck here. Let's see. We did not hit the jackpot on the first use, so now on the second use, our chance of hitting the jackpot is going to be even higher. Okay, so while we wait for this cooldown to run out, there is also one more thing. If the player were to lose to a non-boss enemy, this unit will rewind all enemies for 20 seconds, and it will reset stock to 1 and activate the ability that we just talked about, Death Gamble. Now, when activated this way, if a jackpot is not hit from Death Gamble, the player will lose the match. So this is basically a revive that has a chance to fail, basically. So you will get a revive, but this revive has a chance to fail if the Death Gamble doesn't hit the jackpot. But also, this can only occur once per match and does not count as a revive. So this doesn't count as a revive, meaning revives can save you from losing from this. So pairing Hakari with another revive unit will save you from losing if this Death Gamble fails as well. So that's another extra touch here, which is nice. You just get a Death Gamble for free, and if you have a revive unit, you have nothing to lose, basically. And also, I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but if you get a full stack or higher, the Death Gamble cooldown will be reduced by 5 seconds. So we can use this ability again. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. We hit the jackpot on the third time. As you guys can see, the cutscene plays. Now the cutscene will only play the first time so it doesn't get too annoying. So after this, once you hit the jackpot, you can see that the unit will get his shirt off and also 52 gamble stacks for 41 seconds without running out. So you can see that the damage will start increasing like crazy, obviously. And yeah, that's basically what happens when you hit the jackpot. And then right away, you can use the ability again and you can try to hit the jackpot again. So you're going to be constantly and always having this ability on auto. And yeah, this is basically the whole unit's kit. This unit is absolutely OP, to be honest, and it basically has its ups and downs. It has times where it peaks in damage, and sometimes it does get a little low on DPS. But overall, look at this crit damage and look at this crit. This is guaranteed crit for almost basically 3 times the damage now. It's absolutely OP, and yeah, that's pretty much everything for today's video. Right now, I'm going to head out and finally get some sleep so I can wake up later tonight and record a showcase for you guys on the second character, Higuruma. Honestly, making this video was exhausting, so I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like and subscribe to the channel so we can hit that 50 or 100 subscriber milestone. But anyway, peace. See y'all in the next video.